Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought Angel Reese was a big deal. I thought she was a box office draw.
From the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh, man. Angel Reese fans are going to be pissed. Oh, Ice Cube, you see the headline from TMZ. Sorry, Angel Reese, the $5 million offer was only for Caitlin Clark. Fuck. It's about to get ugly.
Angel Reese just got a reality check, and it hit hard. She was gearing up to join the Big Three and cash in, but things didn't go as planned. Ice Cube passed on the deal. Sponsors went silent. Suddenly, that big moment turned into a big letdown. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is thriving, winning games and locking down endorsements like nothing ever happened. This situation, it's spiraling fast. Let's break down what really went wrong, who's distancing themselves, and why this deal fell apart in such a public way.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
Angel Reese just got hit with a tough dose of reality. She was looking ahead, building her brand beyond the WNBA, and hoping to make a splash in Ice Cube's Big Three league. It looked like a power move in the making. But just as things seemed to be coming together, they fell apart. Ice Cube, the same guy who helped turn hip-hop into a basketball business, took a look at the proposal and simply passed. No deal. Just like that, the opportunity vanished.
This week, the rapper turned league founder explained that the snub wasn't personal, but it was business. That's all it is, business. Y'all gonna make it personal though. Just like y'all making it personal with Candace Parker. Y'all make it personal with anybody who does not lie and pretend like they are on the same level. That's all y'all gonna do. That's all y'all gonna do. That's it. So at the end of the day, look, we was wondering, yo, Ice Cube was offering that bag. He was offering that baggy bag. And Caitlin was like, nah. I can't even help you, buddy. You got to get it on your own. I ain't doing it.
Let's be honest. If you're chasing big deals and even Ice Cube turns you down, that's more than just a bad sign. That's a full stop. And it didn't end there. The real blow came when the sponsors started disappearing, fast. Not just a pause, but a full-on vanishing act. Skincare partnerships? Gone. Energy drinks? Nowhere in sight. Even those random crypto deals quietly backed away. The offer didn't just fall through, her whole brand took a hit.
For Ice Cube, they're about to come and get Ice Cube. We know how this works. It won't be long. But the AR5 fans will seek and destroy, or try to, because that's standard operating procedure for them, Ice Cube. Because Ice Cube has come out and given everybody some brutal truth, and there is a portion of this that just tells you everything that we've been telling you. This is just confirmation.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out there doing her thing, racking up points, starring in high-def ads, and earning more for a quick appearance than most rookies make all season. And here's the part no one on Angel's team wants to say out loud: she's not Caitlin Clark. Not in performance, not in media presence, and definitely not when it comes to landing big sponsors.
Ice Cube had a backup plan, right? According to the media, there's more than one star in the WNBA dump. The growth of pretend basketball should be attributed to more than one player. Since Caitlin Clark rejected the offer, Ice Cube could make the same deal with Angel Reese. He said, "We can't pay Angel Reese. This isn't the WNBA. We're in business to make money. We don't have the luxury of being subsidized by the NBA. If we're offering millions of dollars to a player, we have to receive a return on that investment."
Angel Reese just got a reality check. Turns out not everyone's impressed, especially not Ice Cube. She was all set to land a deal with the Big Three League, but in a quick turn of events, that fell apart. Now she's dealing with the fallout, sponsors are backing off, and Cube made it clear he's not interested. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is staying focused, winning games and landing endorsements like Gatorade. It's a tough moment for Angel, and the drama is making more noise than some of her best plays. Let's break down what went wrong, how it blew up, and why it's got everyone talking.
The Big Three's $5 million offer to Caitlin Clark never coming to fruition. Could a lucrative Angel Reese proposal be up next for the Hoops League? Tell me you don't know ball. I mean, honestly, don't count on it. TMZ Sports caught up with Ice Cube himself at LAX this week, and the Big Three honcho said that there will be no deal put in front of Angel Reese anytime soon. Woo! What's that sound I hear? I believe that's seething. I believe that's what I'm hearing right now.
Let's not forget, Angel Reese made a name for herself with that "you can't see me" attitude. But lately, it feels like no one's even watching. The numbers don't lie. Fans aren't showing up the same way. And Ice Cube? He's definitely not putting money where there's no return. That's when things started to spiral. Sponsors stopped calling. Her social media started looking less like glam and more like quiet damage control. Suddenly, it's not about being misunderstood, it's about wondering why no one's replying to emails. The vibe flipped fast, from "Bayou Barbie" to something more like "Budget Barbie." Now she's scrambling to change her image overnight, but the internet's got receipts. Every trash talk moment, every forced flex, every sideline argument, it's all still out there, and brands, they notice. They know who fans cheer for, and who they're tired of watching.
The original gangster. It's so sad. Gone into hiding because of the absolute anger and insanity of Angel Reese fans because of this little clip talking about bringing her to the Big Three League and, comparing her to Caitlin Clark, the man who started a revolution in the rap game, straight out of Compton, crazy.
Let's talk about being a team player, because that's where the difference really shows. Caitlin Clark has been all in from the start. Whether she's dropping 30 points or hyping her teammates from the bench, she shows up. She lifts the whole team. Angel. Her energy tends to disappear the moment she's not the center of attention. That's the difference between someone who leads and someone who drags the vibe down. And guess who's landing all the daytime ad deals, while Angel's busy searching how to bounce back after Ice Cube passes on you? Caitlin's likely signing a new sponsorship, helping out at a charity event, and casually draining half-court shots like it's no big deal. Angel had the spotlight. She had the viral moments. But instead of staying focused and growing her brand, she leaned into the drama, the trash talk, the rivalries, the off-court noise. Sponsors noticed. They waited to see if she'd shift gears. She didn't. So they did, right into Caitlin's inbox.
So, Ice Cube said he offered Caitlin Clark, aka my precious CC, $5 million for a contract to play in a Big Three, and she turned it down. As she should at the end of the day. She want to play in the WNBA, and I respect it. But what I respect more is Ice Cube told y'all, and he famous, and we the same color. Y'all think he hating when he say Angel Reese wasn't good enough? And the sponsorship wasn't feeling it at the end of the day. They wanted Caitlin, aka my precious CC.
It's a lesson as old as the game. Attention is nice, but respect is what really counts. And when the people with the money start picking respect over noise, that's when reality hits. Angel thought she was the moment. Turns out, she had a moment, and moments fade fast when someone else is quietly outworking you while you're busy chasing clout in the comments section. Now here we are. Angel Reese, once hyped as the future of the league, is getting passed over by a league she assumed she'd run. Sponsors are backing off like she just dropped a mixtape full of missed layups. Ice Cube. Still cool, still collecting checks, probably relieved he avoided a PR disaster in lashes and attitude, because when it comes down to it, the game doesn't care about your follower count. It cares about your follow-through, and yet somehow, the Reese versus Clark debate won't die. It keeps creeping out of group chats like a zombie nobody asked for. But why? Why are we still pretending these two are on the same level? Caitlin Clark is in a league of her own, rising ratings, rising talent, rising everything.
Ice Cube says Big Three sponsors didn't view Angel Reese the same way as Caitlin Clark. He said with Caitlin, it was just unlock millions of dollars for the league. They didn't tell us the same thing about Angel. Money talks, bullshit walks.
Does the offer still stand to Caitlin Clark?
Nah, we've moved on. We see that she is focused on the WNBA. And, you know, we really didn't get great engagement from the offer from their team. And I think the agents was hating on it a little bit.
What was the offer?
Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here repping missed chances and the wrong kind of attitude. This isn't a rivalry anymore, it's a mismatch being forced together by folks who still think being loud means being valuable. Let's be real, this isn't about basketball beef. It's about bitterness wrapped in a jersey. Clark is doing exactly what coaches dream of, lifting her team, staying in the headlines for the right reasons, and making networks fight over airtime. Angel. She's creating content, not confidence. It's not that people hate her for speaking up, it's that she keeps writing checks her performance can't cash. When your hype outweighs your stats, the fall comes quick. And right now, that fall is playing out in HD. People aren't tired of Angel Reese because she's bold. They're tired because bold without big moments just becomes background noise.
I'll say one more thing about Ice Cube, though.
Sure.
The other thing that bothers me about this, Ice Cube has long been this man that has exalted himself as a pro-black man who is about black people and is about his community. So why he took this moment to say anything disparaging about a black woman bothers me.
Here's what bothers me about what Cube did. He based it around statements that Angel Reese made a year ago.
Right, but out of context though, because she didn't say that she couldn't pay her bills. She said based on her WNBA salary alone, which she said if that was all I had to live on, I couldn't pay my bills. But that's not all the money she's getting.
And yet, someone out there thought dragging Ice Cube into this mess was a good idea. Seriously? We're really doing this now? Saying, I'd pick Angel Reese over Ice Cube, is like choosing between a soggy waffle and a vintage VCR, completely different lanes. Why are we pretending they even compare? Now Cube, bucket hat and all, is catching heat for not offering Angel a contract, like he was supposed to crown her queen of the big three. Let's be honest, if he had signed her, people would be calling it groundbreaking. But because he didn't, suddenly he's the bad guy. Welcome to 2025, where hot takes come with no memory and even less nuance. Truth is, the backlash isn't really about Ice Cube. It's about how embarrassing this whole thing turned out for Angel. She didn't just get rejected, she got publicly swerved by a league that actually wants attention.
Up with a brilliant plan to grow his league. He offered Caitlin Clark $15 million to join the Big Three. She would receive $10 million in salary over 2 years. He offered Caitlin Clark ownership stake, which would potentially be worth millions of dollars. He also gave her 50% of the merchandising revenue, along with ownership in a Big Three documentary that came with a 7-figure advance. The deal was worth $15 million, but it could have been worth significantly more.
That's the real sting. The Big Three thrives on viral moments, and even they passed. That's like getting turned away from an empty karaoke bar. It says everything, and honestly, it's getting tiring watching people twist this into some culture war. This isn't about image, it's about performance. You can be loud, stylish, and trending all day, but if you don't show up when it counts, you're just noise in sneakers. This isn't about who talks more, it's about who delivers. And blaming Ice Cube won't change the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark isn't out here chasing sponsors, they're chasing her. Companies are throwing money at her like she's the top 10 draft picks rolled into one. She doesn't need to force viral moments, they happen naturally, everyone sees it, the fans, the brands, the media. Just watch the broadcasts. Caitlyn's no-look passes get full replays. Angel. She's getting cut off mid-rant.
But today, lads, the Indiana Fever played the Chicago Sky on Barbie night. And obviously it was... I actually am impressed by the Chicago Sky's fight. They were overmatched. They were absolutely overmatched. Because I gotta say this, they tried. This is the first time I've seen the Sky without both Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins try for a full game.
And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know I'm still a human. All this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then.
The real kicker. Angels fans seem more focused on tearing others down than encouraging her to level up. The moment anyone questions her shot choices, court attitude, or composure, it's blown up into a culture war. Meanwhile, Caitlyn takes a hard foul, smiles, drains a logo 3, and jogs back on defense like it's nothing. That's not privilege, it's poise, and because Ice Cube didn't jump on the hype train, now he's being labeled everything under the sun, even MAGA adjacent. Let's be real, just admit you're upset Angel got passed over and move on. If Cube is so irrelevant, why try to join his league in the first place? Either he matters or he doesn't. You can't beg someone for a shot and then drag them for saying no, and the constant narrative that being compared to Caitlin Clark is somehow unfair. Come on. Caitlyn isn't just the standard, she said it. You don't catch up by complaining. You do it by improving.
Not paying Angel Reese the same as he paid Caitlin Clark behind Sarah Dyson time. Caitlin Clark. Well, come to find out, he's saying he couldn't pay Angel Reese $5 million because the sponsors feel that the marketability will be different.
Angel's camp seems more worried about how things look than how things are. Every time she gets benched, it's painted as some huge disrespect. But sometimes, sitting out isn't personal, it's just strategy. If a coach thinks someone else brings more to the floor, maybe the problem isn't the coach, you can tell who's locked in by how they handle setbacks. Caitlyn got left off the Olympic roster and didn't blink. Angel gets passed on by the big three and suddenly it's a full-blown sympathy tour. That's not resilience. One player motivates the next generation. The other blocks them for stating the obvious, and let's be real, at this point, the only thing Angel and Caitlyn share is a shoe size. The debate? Over. The stats spoke. The sponsors listened, and Ice Cube, no matter what hat he had on, made the smartest move of all. He saw the drama, nodded, and walked away.